Hello, Starbakes here with the podcast, The Open Book, Episode 3. I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. I got 7 subjects that I want to talk about on this podcast. Okay, one is about people bullying other people. Now, we all have differences. We all have likes and dislikes. And some people may look different than you, and that's all good. But the thing about it is that gets me the most is how people want to sit there and bully somebody because of what they like or what they don't like or the way they look, and I think that's very wrong because people that do that, deep down inside, I think that they do that because they don't feel worthy or they got demons that they're battling on the inside. So them attacking someone by bullying them makes them feel, I guess, like I don't know the word for it, but it makes them feel like better or something. But in reality, it doesn't. And they. I think personally, I've never been a bully to anyone, and I refuse to treat people horribly, knowing they never did nothing wrong to me. But I think that people do that is because when they attack somebody, it's like they are attacking themselves because the fact that they feel the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's no excuse for somebody to do that to somebody by bullying them, but I think that they do it because they feel as if they attack somebody, it's like they are attacking themselves, but they're doing it to somebody else that isn't them. And I just think that everyone should be treated fairly and kind with respect and love, and and that's what they should be treated as. I'm not saying that the people that bully should receive all that, but I think that in the early stage that they should be treated right, and they should be treated like they are wanted and feel like they matter. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to not feel as though they have to be a bully in order to feel like, oh, well, if I bully this person, it's like I'm basically attacking myself because I don't like the way I feel. I don't like how people are treating me, and I feel like an outcast, and, etc., etc. And I think deep down inside, it has more to do with how they've been taught, what they've seen, you know, in their household, how people in their household are treating other family members, etc., etc. And I think that parents in general needs to start treating their kids right and start being there for them when they need it and start having a conversation with them without yelling at them. They have to have an actual conversation with their child so their child can feel as though they can open up and tell you anything that they want to tell you. And you yelling, these parents that yell or try to make it seem like they're mad at them or whatever, they need to have a conversation with them by letting them know, look, I'm here for you whenever you need me, and you want to talk about something, I'm here for you. And make them feel like they are loved, like they matter. You know what I mean? Because if you don't do that with your children, eventually they're going to feel like they are an outcast, that they don't belong, that they don't matter, and that when the time comes when they need somebody to talk to, they ain't going to open up to you because of it's because of your reaction. Every time your child wants to talk to you, it's always, you know, you yelling at them, or you having an attitude behind it, or it feels as though you don't want to hear what they want to say, and it makes them feel as though that they don't matter to you, and it gets them to the point where they're gonna act out, and they're gonna start lashing out, and they're gonna start, getting in trouble, getting involved with the wrong crowd, etc., etc. And that action of you doing that to them, and them, doing all this stuff by acting out, is going to lead them in jail. And I'm sure deep down inside, I'm not a parent, but I'm saying that's how I felt when I was young with my mom, my real dad. And I felt as though that it was hard. Like my mom, me and my mom, we have a close relationship with one another, because she would have a conversation with me, and she would make me feel like I could tell her anything. And that's why me and my mom have this close relationship. And I think that parents, no matter if you're a father or you're a mother, you need to have that that you need to talk to them in a conversation without yelling at them, without making it seem like you don't want to listen to what they gotta say. Make them feel as though that you want to hear what they gotta say. And when they open up and tell you, you need to check yourself, try to be calm and collected, and try to understand their point of view and where they're coming from, and have a civilization conversation between you and your son, or you and your daughter, or no matter who your kids are. You know what I'm saying? Because you treating them like that is going to cause a bad result of them acting out and treating people like crap. And they're going to take it out on other people that didn't do nothing to them, because they are receiving some kind of vibe from their parents that they're not wanted, or they don't matter. And then you, not only that, but you yelling at them and treating them like dirt with an attitude. It's not going to go well, and it's going to turn your kids into something that you don't want them to turn into, by being a troublemaker that will have them get involved with people that are, are not good for them, that the kind of people that will wind up in jail, and then your kids will end up getting involved with those types of people, and then they'll start doing the same thing, because them doing that is like, well, why should I be a good person, or why should I treat people like this, when all I get in return from my parents and people like that are my family or my siblings, all they do is treat me like I'm a nobody, like I'm a piece of crap, or I'm, you know, etc., on down the line. And they're gonna start acting out and start getting involved with people that are nothing but bad news for them, and then it's not good. So I think that I think parents in general need to start looking out for their children in general, by being there for them when they need it, and letting their kids know that they can open up to them with all the craziness behind it. You need to check yourself in, and get your mind to where you have this vibe about you, by letting your children know that they can come to you about anything, and make them feel like they matter. Make them know that you are there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, they're going to grow up, and they're going to go into school, and they're going to start becoming bullies, and they're going to start treating people like crap, and they're going to end up, not only that, but they're going to end up being involved with bad people that are going to lead them into jail. So that's all I'm saying. That's subject one for this episode. Now, two, I want to talk about the veterans, okay? The veterans, they fought for our country, for us to have the freedom we have, but yet they get casted by being mistreated and being homeless. I don't understand that, and I feel so. It's heartbreaking to know this and to witness it. To know that there's veterans out there that are homeless and getting treated like crap after the fact that they have fought for our country. They risk their lives for our country so we can have the freedom that we have. And I think that is totally wrong, and it's upsetting, and it's heartbreaking. And then you have people, and I want to say this, you have people that live in the United States, that lived in the United States, that was born here in the United States, and all I can see and witness is people complaining, sitting there bashing the United States. I mean, sitting here with hatred upon their heart when they're sitting there talking down upon the United States, knowing that they have lived here and they was also born here. It's truly shocking, and it's upsetting to know this, and not only that, but it's heartbreaking as well. I don't understand it at all. I mean, I just want to know where did we all go wrong? What has happened? What has happened? What has happened for us to get to where we are at now? I just don't understand it at all. That's how I feel about the situation. Okay, now subject 3 that I want to talk about coming on this podcast, episode 3. Now, I mean, I've been seeing how people are talking about how they want things to change for the better, to make things, to make things better for us, and everything else on top of it, but yet you don't see no results of anything getting better at all. And the thing that makes me mad, that irritates me the most, is that these artists nowadays, they sit here and say things, by supporting certain things when they post it. But yet the things that they post, that they basically support, is nothing but bad. Nothing. It's something that will basically bring nothing to the table that would make things better for us, to make it better than what it is now. It's a deeper meaning behind these things that these artists be supporting when they be posting the stuff and everything else. But yet, we gotta look deeper into what it is that, what it is, the information about it, and when people donate stuff dealing with this, where is the money going to? Is what I want to know. Where is the actual money going to? I mean, they claim that it's going to people, to help people, in need, or whatever the case may be, or I can't put it into words. I mean, there's like some things that it's like, for an example, when an artist says, "Oh, donate this much money and it will go to the homeless or it will go to people that are in need. But yet, I don't see nothing. I mean, they should have. I'm going to say it to myself because I've been down this road before. I've been down the homeless road before, even though I had a vehicle to sleep in. But in general, I was homeless, but living in a car. Okay, I think that they should build a building, almost like a motel, and it will be only for homeless people, so they can save up money, so they can be able to search for jobs, to be able to do what they need to do, and be able to, when they get accepted at the job and they have a job, they can save up money and whatnot. And they can save that money and they can put it into a bank or something or whatever. So they can save up that money and they can go into an actual, where they can buy an apartment or they can sign up. Because nowadays you have to sign an application in order for you to be able to get an apartment, which I don't understand. I thought that once you have the money to get an apartment room or whatever, that they will basically right then and there give you the room of the apartment, not with all this applications and whatnot, and then you end up on a waiting list like that. I don't understand. So what I'm saying is they should do something about that. They should make a building with this donation that people are giving money to them, and build and use that to build a building for homeless people where they don't have to do anything or whatever. All they have to do is write down on a piece of paper, and these people will search your name to find out if been jail or whatever. If you've been in jail for something that is like only like harmless or whatever, like for an example, like if you stole something but you only stole it because you was broke and you and your family were homeless and you had to steal something, deal with food or whatever, in order for you to make sure you and your family had something to eat, but you stole it in the store only for your family, but you end up getting caught and you end up jail. Then I could see that. I could see people would be able to allow to have that type of apartment room and whatnot. But if you're some type of person that was in jail because of something really, really bad, like you off somebody or whatever, if you get what I'm saying, then yeah, then that would be a no ticket for you to be able to access an apartment room that is destined for homeless people, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, I think that people need to look deeper in what they support and look deeper in what they are donating and find out where the actual money is going to go to, in order for them to say, well, I'm going to donate this much money to, this because, oh, my favorite artist or whatever posted about it. You can't let these artists define what you support, because you can send this donation money to this certain uh donation organization, and it will lead into something bad. It could go to people that are out there, sex trafficking kids or sex trafficking adults, female and male. You don't know where this money is coming from. You need to look deeper and behind these donations that these artists be promoting on their platform, to, to find out what where the money is actually going to before you even spend a dime money when to no when donating it to them is what I'm getting at. You gotta look at the big picture, man. You gotta look at the big picture. That is what I'm getting at. All right. Now, number 4, subject number 4, episode 3 of my podcast. Now, this is what I don't understand. You know, people sit there and expect you to help them when you are in need. And you always, no matter what, you help them in need, right? But yet, when you are in need and you are in need of, of help by them, oh, it's a different ball game. Oh, I'm busy, or uh, I don't have the time, or I don't have the money to go from where I'm at to come get you, or to be able to help you. You know, it's always an excuse. And I can't stand people like that. You know, when they need you, you're there for them, no matter what. But when the tables are turned and you are in need of help, and you ask them for help, oh, it's a different ball game. It's always excuses. I can't do this because of this. I can't do that because of this. I mean, what? Really? I don't understand it. And it truly blows my mind. And I don't have no words for it. But I think it's totally messed up. When they are in need, you are there for them no matter what. But when the tables are turned and you need them, oh, it's always an excuse with them on why they can't help you, to be there for you. The same way as you was there for them. I don't get it. That's one thing I do not understand at all. Do not understand it at all. Not one bit. Man. Now here's another thing I want to talk about. So, now when you do, okay, this is another thing. When people throw blame, when people throw the blame game towards you, okay? When you when you are nothing but nice and respectful towards somebody and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, when they start doing something wrong towards you, or they say something about you behind your back, or they try to treat you like crap, knowing that you have not did nothing to them, for them to act like that towards you. But the moment you get fed up to the point where you ain't going to take nobody's crap anymore, that's when you step up and you start telling them like it is, and you stand up for yourself. All of a sudden, oh, apparently they want to sit there and claim that you are in the wrong. Apparently they're the victim. That you did nothing wrong. You are the victim. Knowing that you have not did nothing to them. The only reason why you act the way you are towards them is because you are fed up from their actions towards you. And want to throw the blame game towards you. Knowing that you're the one that's innocent. It's it's not you that did the wronging. It's them that did it. They're the ones that was treating you like crap. They're the ones that's making you feel like I don't know, like you done something wrong, knowing that you did it. They start making accusations, making stories up, making lies up about you, claiming that you did this or you said that, and all this other bunch of baloney and whatnot in between to make you out to be the bad guy. That is what I don't get. And then when you are at the end of your rope to where you would just go off The moment they come at you and shit, and you go off and you stand up for yourself, oh, they're innocent. Oh, they're the victim. Apparently, you're the person that is in the wrong, not them. I don't understand that. I think that is totally messed up. Big time. And there's some people that I had in my life that did that to me. They will sit there and go blabbing to people, like other people, like family members in general, other family members of mine. They'll go and run their mouth claiming this and claiming that to make them seem like, oh, they're the innocent one. Oh, this and that. So I cut them off. I don't associate with those people anymore. I don't want nothing to do with them. They are nothing to me. I have done nothing wrong to them. I treated them with respect. I was always there when they needed me, and if they ever needed help or whatever, I was always there to make to help them out or whatever the case may be. But yet, I get constantly attacked. Every time I turn around, it's always something. Apparently they're painting me as they paint me as though I'm the bad guy, knowing I didn't do nothing wrong. You know, I mean, the only time I would talk crap about somebody is if they did that towards me. But from now on, I'm not gonna be like that no more. I'm basically gonna just like stay away from people like that. And if I ever have someone like that enter my life again, I'm just gonna let it be known, and I'm gonna set my boundaries with them. I say, look, if you're gonna be in my life, you better treat me the way I treat you. I have nothing but love and respect to give. But if you're gonna sit here and do the opposite and then go behind my back and talk crap about me, then you might as well let me know now so you can exit your way out of my life for good, or I don't have to see you and I don't have to worry about this crap anymore, because I don't want nothing to do with those people anymore in my life. I'm done with it. I'm done with the drama. I'm done with people talking crap about me. If they want to, they can do it all they want. I don't give a crap. As long as they're not connected to me, connected into my life anymore, and I am no longer in their lives anymore, they can do all the talking they want. But the thing about it is, I'm going to be celebrating every fucking time, because I'm going to be celebrating, because you know why? It's because of the fact that I bother apparently they are so bothered by somebody like me that has done nothing wrong to them. Apparently I bother them enough to basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, my presence, the way I am, is basically triggering them to be all in their feelings for no reason, knowing I didn't do no wrong to them, in order for them to sit there and spread lies, and sit there and say things that are not true, claiming I said this or claiming I did that, knowing I didn't do any of that crap, and I sure the hell didn't say any of that crap. But yet they want to sit there and make up delusional lies about someone for no reason, because apparently deep down inside their lives are so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so boring. And not only that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But there's something else to add on to that, but I'll just keep it as to boring, because they have nothing else better to talk about than have to sit there and spread nothing but hatred and ignorance by talking about someone for no reason. But that's where I get off at, and I just want to say that. I think people need to own up to their actions and own up to their responsibility, and realize that them doing that type of stuff to somebody is it's not going to lead them into a good place at all. It's not going to lead them into a good place at all. So that's what I got to say about that. All right, here's another. another I want to talk about. Okay, I'm sure some people have heard this and some people haven't, but I want to talk about Jonathan Lewis. Everyone knows about this Jonathan Lewis person. Well, apparently he was in school, and apparently he basically was defending his friend because apparently a group of people stole something from his friend. I can't name off the list what was stolen or whatever, but his friend was apparently, you know, was saying, "Oh, I don't know the incident. I don't know what happened or what was said, but it was one of those times, I guess, where he was letting it be known, oh, give me my stuff back, whatever the case may be, and the group of people didn't, do anything. They didn't like that very much. But when his friend, aka Jonathan Lewis, stepped in and took a stand and let it be known, look, leave my friend alone, give him back his stuff, etc., etc. And then all of a sudden, the group of people, which I think was what, 14, 15, I don't know, somewhere around that, 14, 15, or whatever group of people just started wailing on Jonathan Lewis, beating him up. I mean, it was to the point where it ended up to where Jonathan Lewis died because of it. What in the heck is going on? Come on, why is tragic things like this gonna happen? Why does a group of people have to bang up on one person? Why do people gotta do that? Why do that's this is what I'm trying to say. Earlier in the podcast I mentioned we need the parents need to start putting their foot down, making making them realize that they are important, that they matter, and treat them, be all I'm saying is let your children know that if they ever need someone to talk to, that you are there for them without any yelling necessary. Let them talk to you. And then when you hear what they say, try to stay calm and be collected to try to understand where they're coming from. If parents do that nowadays with their children, things will start looking a little better when it comes to children in schools and everything else. But don't let your kindness, of you letting them know that you can open up. Don't let your kindness be taken for granted. Meaning, yeah, be there for your children. Let them know that they can talk to you anytime they need to talk. But also let it be known that if they did wrong, they're in deep crap and that you would not allow it. Let them know. Set boundaries and set rules and let them know what is right and what is wrong. But also let them know that you are there for them when they need you. When it comes to them opening up, let them know that they can open up to you about anything. But when they do that, don't overreact it. Don't yell. Don't go over ballistic. And don't go crazy when they do. Because the moment you do that, guess what? They're gonna be they're gonna basically be troublemakers. They're gonna start doing things. They're gonna end up being involved with the wrong crowd, and they're gonna end up probably doing things that is wrong, and it's gonna wind them in jail. That's what I said, man. All this stuff that's going on now, dealing with this whole Jonathan Lewis situation, it's getting out of hand. What? Oh my goodness. Why do a group of people have to go crazy on one person? Why can't people be honorable now? You know, by when you're in a fight, when you're in a fight with somebody, do it one on one, not one versus a whole group of people. That's like basically weak. That is weak, and it seems so cowardly. It just shows what type of person you are. If you're gonna have a group of people behind you to beat one person up, like really? Come on now. Things are getting out of hand, and things need to stop. And not only that, but parents need to step up their game, and start treating their kids. You know, they need to. I'm not trying to tell parents what to do. I am basically just letting it be known that things need it. Things need to start looking for better, and parents need to start doing things right when it comes to their kids. I am talking in general about how you need to let your kids know that you're there for them, and you need to let them know that they're not alone, and that they are worthy, and that you love and respect them, and that you are always there for them when they need to talk to you. But also let it be known, let it be known, look, if you do something wrong, you're going to know it. I'm putting a foot down, and you're going to be in big trouble. And that you are not going to accept the bad behavior that your kids are doing, and you're going to let it be known. You're going to have two different versions of yourself, but both are truly you as a parent. One side is your soft side, by being there for them, show them that you love and care about them, that you are there for them when they need you, and when they need somebody to talk to, that you're always there to listen, without no yelling and all that nonsense. But another part of you, you're gonna let them know that you are the boss, and that you're gonna tell them that they need to do the right thing and start behaving right. Because the moment they start doing something wrong, and they start behaving wrong, then you're gonna probably, here's my suggestion. If they constantly become bad, by becoming, like, if they start behaving bad, stand them in the corner. Stand them in a corner for an hour, maybe two tops, without sitting down. Just stand them in the corner. Don't give in. Don't let them cry their way out of standing in the corner because, oh, their legs hurt, all that. No, this is going to be a lesson for them to learn to start behaving right. And if standing in the corner for 2 hours straight without sitting, just standing 2 hours straight, if they can do that, and then when they stand in the corner for 2 hours, if they can stand in the corner for 2 hours, make sure they apologize for their actions. Because if they apologize and they do it again, do it 2 more times. And if it continues to happen with them constantly doing wrong, those 3 times of them standing in a corner for 2 hours, put them in boarding school. Make sure they go to a school where they are taught to discipline. Get them into a discipline school. I don't care how, do it. Get them in a discipline school. Either that or have them in there. Make sure that if you don't want to take that route because you don't have the money or whatever, then have them the moment they get out, the moment they get off school, they are going to be in the room for a month. No friends, no TV, no playing games, none of that. The only thing they can do in that room is to do their homework and afterwards stay in the room. If they want to take that time to sleep, then so be it. For a month, have them grounded with them doing that. Once they get ungrounded and they do the same behavior again, then you're going to have to start saving up money to get them into a boarding school of discipline, where these teachers in this boarding school can discipline your children to start acting right. By the time they get done with that school, they will start behaving like actual respectful human beings. That's what that's what that's basically how I would do it. So, if anybody listening to my podcast, if they are parents, all this is my advice to you. I'm not trying to, boss anybody around that's listening to my podcast. I'm just letting it be known because nowadays everything is getting hectic and it's crazy. I mean, we got kids in school, you know, 15 group of kids pounding, beating up one kid because he was sticking up for his friend. That is messed up. And I don't see why no one is batting an eye over it. I don't see any protesters out there about this whole justice for Jonathan Lewis. I don't see that. But all of a sudden, if it was, I'm just saying, and it's actual truth, and it's basically facts. If anybody disagree with me, then you are blind and you are living in a delusional world. But I'm just telling you right now, if the shit was reversed and it was basically 15 kids that were white beaten up and beating the crap out of one kid that is basically black, I bet you every everything would be everything would be blown up, meaning a whole basically the news would cover it. Every social media on any platform would basically be blowing up about it. There will be a whole bunch of protests all over the place dealing with it. We need justice for this person. We need justice for this person. Fill out the unknown name. But all of a sudden, oh, 15 kids or how many kids they were beating the crap out of one kid that was white. And nobody's batting an eye over it. Nobody's going ballistic over it. I don't see any protests about it saying, justice for Jonathan Lewis. Justice for Jonathan Lewis. No. Something is not right. Something is not adding up. All this is basically it's messed up. It's messed up. And not only that, but the actions of the whole Jonathan Lewis, it basically doesn't fit their agenda or however you want to word it. It's messed up. Things need to start changing. People nowadays need to start standing up for what's right. All right, now, last thing I want to talk about, Thanksgiving and the holidays. I want to get this out since it's November and next month will be December. Well, I want to say this. I want to say this. Wait a minute, hold up, back up 2 steps. My bad. I just realized. Oh, scratch that. I meant to say this month is December. My bad. Oh my god, I can't believe I mixed the months up. I thought it was like November. Oh my goodness, even though not that long ago it was Thanksgiving. Man, the months is going by quick. Okay, so since last month was Thanksgiving, I just want to say this. Um I know a lot of people out there, especially homeless people. Apparently, some of them didn't really get the Thanksgiving that they wanted. Maybe some did. Who knows? But my heart goes out to people like that. It really did. My heart does truly goes out to people like that. Now, uh, right now, my mom and my stepdad, they don't have a place of their own. They're quite literally living in the woods. They have no place to go, and it upsets me that my mom has to go through that. If it wasn't for my fiance's friend, uh, if it wasn't for him, we would also be back living in our vehicle, being homeless as well, but living in a vehicle. But the fact that my fiance's friend basically opened his home to us, letting us live here with him, uh, it's truly a blessing, and I really appreciate that he basically did that for both me and my fiance. One Thanksgiving he went to his family's house. We don't know his family like that. Maybe my fiance knows some of his family, but not not all together. But he went over there, and me and my fiance, we just we had no other place to go, really. We tried to go to different places to see if they was open, like a restaurant or whatever, to try to, you know, be a part of the whole Thanksgiving thing. But half of the places we went to was basically closed down, or it was too crowded. But like a whole lot of people was there, and it was packed and full, and it was it was messed up. But eventually, when my fiance's friend came back home, he had uh extra plates with him, dealing with the food that he brought home from his family's house, and he basically recooked it. No, not recooked it, but reheated it up for me in his microwave. And he made a plate for me, and that was the most amazing thing ever. Even though Thanksgiving wasn't all that, but the fact that he did that for me, I will never forget it. Um, wow. I'm just sitting here getting emotional thinking about it because that's just amazing. And I'm just sitting here thinking about all those people that missed out on Thanksgiving. You know, people that are homeless and don't have the money and all that. It just brings tears to my eyes. So I'm very thankful for that. I really am. I'm thankful for a lot of things in my life. Uh, man, I just want to let that out. I just want to know. I just want to say that if I think some people that have the money, you know, that have that type of money, that are almost like rich people or whatever. I think people like that need to humble themselves and start, you know, going around and being there for people that are homeless, that or whatever the case may be, and try to, you know, spread the love you know, give them food or whatever. You know, say, look, you may be homeless, but just know, you know, that. Oh my God, why am I getting emotional? You don't know me, I don't know you. I know you're homeless, but just know that you are important, that you matter. Even though you may think, even though you might think otherwise, but just know that you matter, and just keep going strong and never give up, and you know, just keep the love and the spirit, and just share it all over, you know. So I just hope everyone, like friends and family in general that I know, I just hope and pray that they had a great and amazing uh, Thanksgiving as well. Even though mine was, even though in a way, I think in a way it was good. Even though it wasn't the way I expected my Thanksgiving to be, but it turned out good, and I it mattered to me that my fiance's friend did that. My fiance, he had to work, or he wasn't feeling up to eating, you know, Thanksgiving food. I don't know, but he had to work or whatever, and he had things he had to take care of anyway. But overall, I was very thankful that my fiance's friend did that, and I'm sure that my fiance had a hand in it when my fiance was down there talking to him when he got home, and he had a conversation with his friend. And I guess my fiance told him about the situation and what went down, and basically my fiance did the talking to make it happen in order for his friend to give some of his extra food that he brought home from the Thanksgiving dinner with his family, and he just put it on a plate and heated it up in the microwave for me to actually have an actual Thanksgiving meal. So I really appreciate that, and I will never forget it. I'm very thankful for that, for him to do that for me. So um not only that, but I want to talk about the fact that Christmas is coming up. Uh, I I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but I'm gonna make sure I do something amazing to get my fiance something amazing for Christmas. But I wanted me and him to go together to go to a concert in New York. It's a Christmas concert. I wanted to go to it, but I can't. I can't because the whole fact of the matter is the whole I didn't have the money. I mean, I didn't have the money for the tickets in general, but the whole money to be able to keep gas in the tank, and the whole thing about this whole scenario about, you know, that you have to pay for parking, like, what, 30 something bucks or whatever to park your vehicle for a certain amount of hours. And I'm like, really? So that was out of the question. I couldn't do it. So I ended up this month getting me a couple of Christmas outfits that, you know, because I didn't have, well, I remember I had one sweater. Excuse me. I had one Christmas sweater, but it was somewhere in my belongings, and I didn't have access to it at that moment. But now I have access to it. Plus, I have extra Christmas outfits and clothes or whatever, so I could basically feel like I don't know how to word it, but I just feel as though me having a Christmas outfit will give me get me into that Christmas mood to where I feel all Christmassy or whatnot. Can you believe it? It's like close to Christmas and it's in December and I still have not listened. Like I've listened to like a couple of Christmas songs, but not as much as I used to do. And I just want to point this out. I know a lot of like not a lot, but I know some people out there. There, you have people out there complaining. Oh, they complain. They was complaining about it around Thanksgiving area, or a couple of days before Thanksgiving, or shall I say the first, since the 1st of November arrived. They will sit there and complain. Oh, why people gotta play Christmas music? Thanksgiving, it's not. Thanksgiving hasn't been here yet, and hasn't been over yet, and yada yada yada. The thing about it is I used to be that type of person. I really didn't care much for Christmas music. This is like a long while back. And it always don't I don't know what it was, but it always got on my nerves that when I watch a TV show or a movie that's on TV or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like the 1st of November and shit. This is like way before Thanksgiving even arrived, and then all of a sudden you have these commercials about Christmas and all this shit. And I'm like, why are they talking about Christmas? It's not even Christmas yet. It hasn't even been Thanksgiving yet. You know what I'm saying? I was saying all this stuff just about some of the other people that say that stuff nowadays on social platforms. And it would irritate me. But the thing about it is this is what I think. If you don't like Christmas music or whatever, then just don't listen to Christmas music until you feel as though it's time to listen to Christmas music. But if you want to go into the store or whatever and you don't want to, and you know that they're going to be playing Christmas music, put your headphones on, like iPods or whatever that you use to listen to music on your phone, and just have any type of music you want playing on your phone through your headphones, iPods, whatever, and just do it like that. Have it enough where you can hear it, but lower enough where you can hear the cashier person talking to you when you're basically at the cashier area, putting your belongings there so they can ring your items up so they can tell you how much it costs and so you can be able to pay your items that you wanted to pay. You get what I'm saying? Why? I mean, I don't understand. Like I think if people do that nowadays, things would be a little bit better. But who knows? That's just me. Yeah. Well, this is an amazing episode so far. We got like what 3 minutes left. I just want to say I'm doing pretty good. I got my head straight to where I want it to be. Uh, I have a man that loves me for me. Finally found a man that loves me for me. That I'm engaged to. That I am engaged to. He's always there for me no matter what. Right now he's been busy working, and I'm not going to say where he works at because some people that I know might come across this video and I don't want them knowing exactly the job that he works at because let's just say it's personal reasons that I don't want to get into. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Things are going good between me and my man, my fiance. And I am very looking forward to the holidays, which is Christmas. Even though ever since October arrived all the way through to today, it seems as though the months are going by quick, and I just want it to like slow down and just so I can breathe and be able to, you know, enjoy these holidays instead of it feeling as though it's being rushed. Mm. But anyway, thank you all for listening, and I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving, and I wish nothing but a very merry, splendid, festive Christmas. Love you all. May Heavenly Father bless you all. And till next time, don't forget the upcoming episode is going to be a Christmas special episode. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Bye.